Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my mouse, the M601, and why it's so good. Now I'm gonna divide this video up in 3 parts. First one being what clicking methods go best with it, and how much clicks per second they give you. The second one being just general, like the mouse button size, like how well the sensors, is it good for people with big fingers, like basically. And the third part, I'm going to be comparing it to some mouses that are a lot more popular than this one. Like this one is underrated in my opinion. I think most people should be using it. I'm gonna be comparing it to mouses like the glorious Model Low, Bloody A60, Rawcat Cane, and yeah. But for further ado, I guess let me start with the video. So basically, for the CPS, jitter clicking is I want to say not like the main, like the best clicking method for this mouse, because like you can't get your normal 9 to 12 CPS. Like that doesn't change, but you're not gonna get a massive boost in CPS. So if you're looking to jitter click, I suggest go for another mouse. No, not this one, because this one's just not very good for jitter clicking, because the pressing the mouse, yeah, it's a bit heavier. You have to press it a bit stronger. So my jitter clicking wouldn't be my main clicking method if I were using this mouse. Although I'm not saying if you want this mouse and you want to jitter click, I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just you'll need time to get used to it. Also, if I could just kill this guy. Thanks. And so basically, now moving on to butterfly clicking. Butterfly clicking, I swear, it is the main. Well, it would be good to have a main clicking to be your main clicking method, because butterfly clicking. This is for me, only for me. I can get around 15 to 20 clicks per second. It's pretty good. So basically, butterfly clicking CPS, it's about what you would expect. Well, what you could get on a Model O. Yes, the mouse can double click, and yes, freeing it like that. But this one, sure, the buttons are. I said the buttons are heavier, but it's still once you actually start, once you get the momentum going on the mouse, that's where it's going. If you're consistent with the same force, then you can pretty much be clicking 20 CPS constantly. I'm not even kidding. Alright, now moving on to drag clicking. Drag clicking is I guess can be a secondary one, because the mouse can drag click pretty well. I mean, short drag click, I can get around 12 to 16, it's pretty normal. And then, but long, I personally, I can only really get 20 CPS. But I've seen people with this mouse get 30 CPS and stuff like that. So if you're looking to dry click, I guess this can be it can be a secondary clicking method on this one. So I guess if you feel like you want to butterfly click and dry click, I guess this is the mouse for you. Alright. next part. Moving on to next part. Just like generally what it's good at, what it's bad at, what you should expect from the mouse. Well, you shouldn't really expect too much because this mouse, like, I'm just gonna say now. Well, actually, I'm gonna keep the price for the end, at the end of this, because yeah. So, basically, the mouse, when you think about it, it's pretty good. You know, the buttons, yeah. If you're looking to long drag, click the buttons. You know, they make it so you have more space. Like instead of just like more space to hold the mouse, like sure, yeah, you do have space to hold the mouse. Like if your hand is big, you still have space. But they give you like, you know, instead of like behind the button where you can adjust your sensitivity, instead of that just being like where you can hold it, where it's not. No, they made it useful and made it like a place to click. I might put something on the screen right now, but I don't know. All right, now the sliders. Well, the sensors. Sorry. Well, sensors and sliders, both. So the sensors, you know, they're pretty good. You know, I use it on a table. Like I use the sensors on a table, and they're pretty good on the table. I'm not even using them on a mouse pad, and they still like they can glide, and then the mouse and it'll sense it perfectly. Like if you're just, it might not work like that for you guys, but at least for me and for other people, you know, it's pretty good. And this is coming from someone that I'm just gonna point this out. I've been using this mouse for 6 months, so I have experience with this mouse. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just making this up. I promise. I promise. Was just the most like suspicious thing ever. Just whatever. Next part. Well, yeah. Buttons. I've already told you. The clicking buttons are pretty, but the side buttons, you know, for people with big hands, there's a good space under the buttons, the side buttons, for your thumb to be on. Like you're gonna have space, and if you feel like it, the mouse buttons are about like, they're pretty big, they're pretty accessible. You know, they're like, the mouse is so big, even I have like trouble getting to one of the mouse buttons. Like it's literally that big, and I'm not even kidding. It's seriously that big. I'm not even kidding. It's a pretty big mouse, and yeah, the scroll wheel is pretty big. You know, it's this the middle part is pretty compact. You know, They went for more of button size, like your buttons are gonna be big enough. I have, like, even the grip tape, like Razor grip tape isn't big enough to cover the entire mouse. I'm not even kidding. Like, this mouse is big, but if you have tiny hands like me, you know, I have pretty small hands. And I can still use it pretty well. Like in the gameplay right here, you know, I'm using it. You can just see it, how well I'm using it. Top left, that's the CPS. And basically, I just want to... Okay, next part. So, for this next part, I'm still in the general. I'm going to be talking about the price. Now, you might expect this to be an expensive mouse, you know. That it'd be more expensive than you would maybe think it would be. But, hear me out. For all of this, the mouse is only $20. I'm not even making this up. Like, you can pretty much get a big mouse that slides well. Also, I am going to point this out. The mouse is a bit heavy, but listen to this. At the bottom of the mouse, there's a thing where the weights are, where you can take the weights out to make the mouse less heavy. Like, you can literally make the mouse lighter as you please. I'm not even making this up. So you can adjust the weight of the mouse to your liking. And yeah, all that just for $20. I'd say it's a good mouse. You should definitely try it. If you have $20 and you don't want to have $20 anymore, then you can buy it. Yes, I did just copy Mr. Beast. Well, I think it's Mr. Beast, or someone said that. No, it's GamerBoy80. GamerBoy80 said, buying his cave if you don't want... Yeah, you get it. GamerBoy80 said something along the lines of that. GamerBoy is so cool, man. Yeah. Now, next part. Comparing. Now we're going to be comparing it to the mouses. Now, the first mouse I'm going to be comparing it to is, of course, the glorious Model O. Now, let's see. Let's start with the CPS clicking methods. Jitter clicking. You know, I see NineIQ. Well, I've seen people click pretty fast. Jitter click like RKY and people like that have a pretty easy time jitter clicking. Although I'm not saying for sure, but I think for jitter clicking, now, you could probably get more CPS with the Model O because I imagine the buttons are lighter and the mouse is lighter and stuff like that. So, for CPS, for clicking methods CPS, I guess it goes to Model O, so 10 Model O. Now, butterfly clicking. I guess these are pretty much equal. I believe, like, they both get 20 CPS, so we're just gonna give it a tie. No one gets a point. But drag clicking, Model O definitely, because I've seen it. People are pretty good at drag clicking on the Model O. You know, it's a lot easier, probably a lot easier to drag click on the Model O than just drag click on the M601. So I guess Model O gets this one. So if you're looking to have an easier time with clicking methods, I guess the Model O. Now let's look at general. So size of the buttons. I've heard the Model O, it's a pretty small mouse. You know, it ain't big. And the mouse is pretty small, if I had to say. So I guess for this button size, it goes to the M601. By the way, guys, since the footage for this video isn't long enough, I'm only gonna do the Model O. Just thought I'd point that out. And now for the sliders and sensors. Model O glides a lot better, so I guess Model O 1-1. And now, the price obviously goes to M601, $20. So now, for the final one, like, it's 1-1 between both mouses. So this is the one to... Basically, I'm going to be saying... So Model O is higher rated. I might even be overrated. Like, a lot of people say it's probably better than most people say. But the M601 might be better than most people say. So I guess the rating, like, the popularity is Model O. But, like, I believe if more people use, I believe the M601 is better.